Hey everyone, welcome. Good evening. Checking to make sure everything is good and I am live where I'm supposed to be. So hang on. Yes, it looks like it. All right, awesome. So I'm excited to talk to you guys tonight. So a couple of things so you know how this will work tonight. Obviously, I'm here live in this group, so that makes it so easy for you to tune in, to sit back, relax. This should be a super easy and non-stressful event for you. I just want to share with you my story, how I've been able to use this business to really grow a career, and that's so exciting for me to be able to share with you because I'm hoping to be able to share with you a way that you can see it as a vision for yourself as well, no matter what it is that you are wanting to do with your life. I think that this is the vehicle that can get you there. So I'm going to share that with you tonight. In just a minute, I will open up my slides. And when I do that, I do take up the whole screen on my computer, so I can't see your comments. But what I will do is at the end, make sure to go back, check to make sure everybody is good and taken care of, and that I've answered all the questions, and of course, open it up for other questions if you missed any. Or if you thought of any afterwards, totally fine. And the other thing too is that if you get off of this presentation and you think of questions, which happens to me every time I do something like this, where I'm sitting in a presentation and I always forget until I'm done. So if that happens to you, feel free to use this group. It'll be open. The presentation will be up all week this week. So, if you miss anything or if you do think of other questions, you can utilize this group as well. I will be checking in often, so don't hesitate for that as well. So I'm really excited to start to share with you. So I'm going to go ahead and kick this baby off. What I first want to do is introduce myself. My name is Heather Moonka, and I am the creator and founder of Team Dynamite, which is this awesome team that if you decide to join tonight, you'll be a part of. And I could not be more proud of what we've done all together. You'll see some of our pictures and before and afters tonight and be able to kind of see that we are the real deal. We don't just talk about it, we do it. And I think that that's so important when you're looking at something like this, to know that you're going to be with people that actually do what they say they do. So I'm excited to be able to share that with you tonight. I'm also excited to, just kind of show you what this has done for me and my life and see how it might fit in with your own life and your own dreams. And I think that hopefully tonight you'll see that it's okay to dream a little bit bigger and to not just sink into the status quo. You can do better. You can, rise above it, and you can make changes in your life no matter where you are or what you're doing right now. So I'm going to go ahead and cut to my slides again. I won't be able to see your comments, but I will be checking afterwards to make sure that I don't miss any. So let me go ahead and do that so we can get going. All right. So again, I'm excited that you're here today to learn a little bit more about this amazing business that has really changed so much for my life, but also to the lives of so many people that are on our team. It's been amazing to watch the journey of my coaches go through this as well, to where they really are being able to support themselves and to contribute to the family. And sometimes especially like in my situation, for example, more and more of us are being able to retire our spouses so that we can live a life truly of freedom without having to answer to anybody else. And I think that's something that is amazing. So I'm really excited that I'm able to share that with you tonight. So welcome. We're glad you're here. So again, my name is Heather Moonka, and I'm a combined 6-star diamond coach. Basically, that just means that I've been helping my coaches move their businesses forward, and it also means that my team is amazing in a nutshell. So I actually started this business after a car accident. I actually started working out after a car accident. I was somebody that was not a big fan of working out. In fact, I was that person that when it was time to run the mile and in school, I was trying any way to get out of it. And so it's really funny to me sometimes to think that now fitness is my life, but you never know where life's going to take you. And for me, this car accident really left me in a situation where I had to take control for myself. My next steps in life were going to be, a life of, steroid injections weekly, and I just didn't want to live a life that way. So I decided to take life into my own hands, and, through working out, especially a little workout called Turbo Jam. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but that's actually what I'm going to give away this evening, which is exciting. But they have a standing ab workout, and for me that was exactly what I was looking for, because I couldn't get down on the floor. I couldn't do those ab workouts on the floor, and so the fact that I could strengthen my core with a standing ab work was amazing. So I started there, and from there I was able to do the whole standing portion, and then I could do the portion on the floor, and then before I knew it I was kind of doing some turbo gym, some kickboxing, and then it was like, okay, now I'm ready for a little bit more. And it was crazy to go back to doctors, and just they were amazed that I had a negative on the strength scale before I started this, and when I came back I was well into the positives, and it was life-changing for me. So when someone came to me and said, did you know that you could pay your story forward? Did you know that you could tell others about this and really pay it forward? I jumped at it, because I knew that I didn't go through that just to keep it to myself. I didn't go through that just to, feel better for me. I went through that for a reason. I went through that so that I could then share with others, so that I could then be somebody that encouraged other people who maybe were told that they wouldn't get better, or that they wouldn't do workouts. I was told once that I wouldn't be able to do workouts, and so here I am. Just you wouldn't even know most of the time that I have some chronic issues. So when I started, I actually was going to school full time. I was working full time, and I was studying for the CPA exam. For me, it was not really my dream, but it was going to pay the bills. It was going to be steady work, and so I was doing it. It's fine. For me, I thought you go to work, you live for the weekend, you wait for 5 o'clock, you don't really, enjoy your job. That's just life. I thought that was life. That's what I thought that's how you did things. And, you go to work and it sucks, and that's life, and so I didn't realize that I was so unhappy. And it wasn't until another big event in my life really changed things for me. The company I was working for shut down because the CEO was running a Ponzi scheme. And if that wasn't enough to be my big sign, I couldn't get a job anywhere else in my state because they all knew about this situation. And being an accountant when the CEO is running a Ponzi scheme is just not a great place to be. Even though I had no idea that was going on, I had no idea that this situation was happening. It left me in a place where I needed to do something else. I needed to find something else, and that's where this business really came in. Thank goodness I had it on the back burner to turn to, because I think about so many people. What if your job didn't exist anymore? What's your backup plan? What are you going to do if that happens to you? So I realize now how important it is and how amazing it is to have something that is completely yours, that is, that's freedom. And that's really why I get so passionate about this, because, with so many people in this economy they're not being taken care of, and the, jobs are like the steady job that's long term that is safe is kind of like the unicorn these days. So since then, I thought I would just focus on the business for a little while until I got my feet under me and figured out what I wanted to do next, but I've never looked back. I've never looked for another job. I dove in with both feet, and here I am, with so many freedoms in my life, and definitely has been just an amazing journey. So I now make more than I did as an accountant, more than I would ever have really made as an accountant, actually. I actually was able to retire my husband from his software engineering job. We're free to travel. We're free to live life as we want. Like last Friday, we took off half day just to, go have lunch and enjoy the warm weather. We can do things like that and not have to worry about it. So it's definitely been a game changer for us. And that's why I get so excited to share it with you, because I'm watching so many of my coaches experience the same freedom, and it's amazing. So the company that we're talking about tonight is Team Beachbody, and I think we're really unique in the fact that we don't just give you a product and then say good luck. We're actually going to be there with you, walk you through it, be your support, be your cheerleader, and help you with everything that you might struggle with, every milestone, we're there to celebrate with you, and anything that you struggle with, we're there. And with that, we have nutrition, fitness. That's our peer support is the best, and of course, we also have amazing rewards. Like if you complete a program and submit before after pictures, it can be as little as a 1 pound weight loss, which I think is huge, by the way, but as little as a 1 pound weight loss, and they'll send you a free t-shirt just because you finish. So we definitely have the whole picture. Before Team Beachbody, there's a little company called Beachbody, which gets confusing. You might think that they're the same, but they're actually different. So Beachbody was created by Carl Deichler and John Congdon in 1998. They had this great idea that they could, sell fitness via infomercials. And, while they were pretty successful, they had people who were grouping up on message boards doing P90X together. And what Carl and John realized was that the people that were grouping up in the message boards and keeping each other accountable and calling each other out if they disappeared for a little bit, those people were actually sticking with the programs, getting results, and really becoming super healthy and fit. Much more so than the ones that just bought up the infomercial and didn't have a group to kind of support them. So in 2007, they launched Team Beachbody and the Coaching Network, and the people that were running those little message board groups actually became our founding coaches. And that is kind of the basis of our business, get people together, get them the support, cheerlead them, help them, have all the tools they need to succeed and not just hand them something and walk away. Since then, we've been able to just grow so much because with the coaches, we're also in tune to what people actually need, want, desire, the goals they have, and that's allowed us to be able to innovate and come up with so many new programs and ideas that we wouldn't have known otherwise if it weren't for the coaches being so in touch with communities in their circles. So some of our latest programs, we launched UB2, which is, to me, kind of like an updated Sweat into the Oldies, but to 80s, 90s music. So fun. It's so fun. It's like if you are having a bad day, you have to put that on and just dance it out because it's so fun. We launched that in May. We launched a Beachbody On-Demand exclusive in June called Sean Week, which is this crazy, if you need a challenge, that would be the place to go because it's amazing and challenging. And then in July, we launched Shift Shop, and we all just finished a round. And so I just was making this collage today of results from our team, and it's amazing what happens in just 3 weeks. This is like the most amazing program. And what was so great about it was the nutrition portion was so simple, probably the most simple nutrition plan that I've ever seen. And so the results were so amazing because everything was just spelled out. It made it so simple for everybody. But people lost anywhere from 3 pounds, 6 pounds, 10 pounds, all the way up to 15 pounds in these 3 weeks. So we're very excited. We just started round 2, so it's really been a great program for us. We have a ton of things coming up, which is why it's so amazing to be a coach right now. So first of all, September 5th, so right after Labor Day, our Body Beast, Sagi Kalev, is coming out with a new Beachbody exclusive, Beachbody On Demand exclusive program called A Week of Hard Labor. And it's 5 days of crazy workouts, and it's just really meant to kick things up a notch. So that's going to be so, I was going to say fun, but maybe that's not the right word, but it's going to be crazy. Then October 3rd, we have Clean Week, which is a 7-day program. And what's great about that for you as a coach is that it allows people to try out the moves from the different workouts, because the trainer, Megan, she is actually going to take you through workouts that are kind of similar to actual moves from like 21 Day Fix and other programs that are super popular, help people get some results in 7 days and really give them an introduction to what it's like to be a part of a challenge group and have a coach supporting you. So that's going to be amazing. I can't wait for that one. And then in November, we have a family program called Double Time, and the goal is to kind of work out together as a family, which is something I think that we've really been working towards. And what's great about this is that, it's kind of like a partner workout. So you can pair up and do these workouts together as a family. Finally, in January, we have our 80-Day Obsession, which is a program by Autumn Calabrese, who created 21 Day Fix. And what I love about this one is that they are filming it in real time, meaning they're starting on day 1 all together, and then the next day is day 2, and the next day is day 3. So there's no days off there. They're just filming in real time, so you can watch their bodies change and progress, and how they can pick up heavier weights or do deeper lunges or whatever it might be, because it's all in real time. The other thing I wanted to mention is that we have this amazing streaming system called Beachbody On Demand. And all of these programs are going to be available there when they launch, and all the ones that we've ever launched are on there. So I'm going to talk about that at the very end, kind of like the best way in my eyes to get started. I'll talk about that, but just keep that in the back of your head that this is all on a streaming membership, so you don't have to buy everything. If you get this membership, you get everything, which is so cool. We are also internationally launching to the UK in October, which is so huge. We're getting so excited. A lot of coaches are flying over to the UK to be a part of that launch. So this is just one step to helping the world get healthy. We're so excited to launch over there. We've been kind of anticipating it for a while, and we're very, very excited. So this is, I can't say it enough that this is such an amazing time for you to jump in as a coach, because we're about to expand big time. Over the years, we continue to grow, and I think that's something that makes us very special, is that as other companies are seeing declines, we continue to grow and to improve. And part of the reason that happens is because we're always innovating, and we're staying in touch with the customers and what they need and want and desire, and their preferences and how they want to work out and when and how long, and we're staying in tune with all that, and that allows us to continue to grow year over year. What I really like, I just found these today, and it just made me smile so big, because it shows that we're actually continuing to make huge strides. So we have this amazing challenge tracker app, which allows you to track your workouts and everything else. But what's crazy is that we have overall lost over 600,000 total inches using this app, like actually logged inches, and over 1 million pounds lost. And I just, it's so crazy to think that that's the kind of impact we're having. It makes me so happy and so excited to be a part of this. A couple other just key things I want to talk about is Shakeology, of course. For me, this is what really helped kickstart my weight loss, especially when I couldn't fully work out. This was exactly what did it for me. It helped me to finally shed some of the inches that I had gained while I couldn't move after my car accident. This was really key for me. And we're now have 9 flavors, 4 vegan flavors, so you really can pick, what's going to sit best with you. And, to me, it's just constantly becoming better. We're always looking at the best ingredients to put in Shakeology, always looking at the latest research. And, we have Darren O'Lean, we call him our ingredient hunter, because he's always traveling to find amazing ingredients that are going to just make you so healthy. But what Shakeology does is it bridges the gap between what we're getting in food, which is just not enough nutrients, and between what we really need. So it kind of bridges that gap by filling in the vitamins and the nutrients and the superfoods that we actually do need in our bodies. So it's pretty amazing. We just launched our first, we call it a kid shake, but can I be honest, I really love it myself, so I don't know if I can call it a kid shake, but it's a 3-in-1 smoothie that is designed to help children actually get the fruits and veggies and protein and vitamins that they need. And the best part, non-GMO, soy-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, all these things that, that's very important as parents for kids. And I think that this is something that was really well needed. And I think for me, what I like so much about it is it tastes really great, but I like that I can just put it in my blender bottle and I shake it and I'm good to go. And so it's a great little snack for me as well, as being great for kids too. So this is like game changer. But we have something for everybody. We still have our DVD programs, but like I was talking about with Beachbody On Demand, we have digital access. We have an app for Android and iPhone. And, for me, that's the key, because you can actually download 7 workouts at a time. So if you're traveling, you can just download them to your phone. So if you don't have internet, or, sometimes the internet just is not very good when you travel, then you have this available to you, and you don't have to worry about, getting internet or lugging DVDs around. I used to do that and worry so much that they get lost or broken or stolen or something. And so now you don't have to do that. And that's so cool. Our supplements are amazing. Of course, aside from Shakeology and Daily Sunshine, our performance line is amazing. And what I love about it too is that we're actually sponsoring the Ironman, competitors in North America, and they're using our products and getting, really, really just outperforming the competitors. But proven results, it's not just that we have these great things and people use them, but we actually get results. And I shared some of our team's results from this 3 weeks, but I wanted to show some other just amazing transformations on our team, because I think it's important that that when you join us, we do the workouts. We work on our nutrition. We're not perfect by any means, but we do our best to just become the best versions of ourselves each and every day. And I think that if you're going to join, something, if you're going to join a team, you have to, you have to know that the people you're working with are the real deal. And so I hope that kind of shows you that. Of course, peer support is one of the things I talked about in the beginning with these groups that came together and actually got results because they had the peer support. But you don't just get peer support for your fitness journey, but also for your business journey. I don't disappear. Your sponsor coach doesn't disappear. Beachbody has some pretty amazing ways to get connected and to be a part of the community. So you're not on your own. I always like to say that you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself, because you're never going to be alone. You're going to join a team of amazing people that are going to be with you, help you, and support and encourage you as well. So what is a coach? I kind of like to talk about what a coach isn't first, because I think that that's even more important. There are a lot of misconceptions about what a coach should be, or, in your brain, like thinking, I can't do it because I'm not XYZ. But the truth is that you don't have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. Thank goodness, because I don't know that I would even call myself that yet. You don't have to be at your fitness and nutrition goals. In the beginning, if you don't remember, I'll show you again at the end. I showed you my before picture, and I definitely was not at my before goals. And it's totally fine, because my journey of getting healthy and fit and overcoming so many obstacles is what really brought people to me. It's what really helped me to be able to share my story and reach so many people. So you definitely don't have to be that. And you don't have to be an experienced salesman, thank goodness, because, I only had one retail sales experience, and it was in the mall at a retail store for the holidays, and I was so bad that they made me fold shirts in the back, because I couldn't sell, I couldn't get anybody to upsell, I couldn't sell them a thing. It was like if something looked bad, I actually told them the truth, So they put me in the back to fold shirts, so thanks goodness that's the only sales experience I have before this business, so thank goodness. What we would like you to do is not be a salesperson, but instead share how this can change people's lives. Share how your story has evolved. Share how you're using the products. Share those sorts of things with people, because that's what's going to be so huge for everybody. It's not being perfect. It's not, always posting a link to buy this. It's not that ever. What it really is just sharing your journey, being willing to be a little bit vulnerable and share when you struggle. And then always being willing to just improve and work on yourself. That's really what a coach is. Someone who's going to be there for others, someone who's going to share their journey, someone who's going to be the biggest cheerleader for those that they work with. Some of the benefits of being a coach: you get to set your own work hours, which is amazing. Focus part-time or full-time. Most people start off part-time. Just like I was saying, when I started, I was going to school full-time, working full-time, studying for the CPA exam. I basically did this in like the hours before bed, like the 1 hour I had before my eyes would close. I was, talking to new people, and I actually loved it because I loved talking to people. And so this worked so well for me. And because I was doing this online, it wasn't like I was on the phone, waking people up. I was talking to whoever was online. You can build online or in person. And, I think to me, building online just makes sense, especially these days. Everybody is on social media of some sort, and I think it's just so easy. This lends itself so well, and we'll walk you through how to do all that, so don't think you have to know it all right now. You get to share your passion and attract people, because once you get bitten by the fitness bug, it's not all you want to do, like talk about it. talk about your squats and how much you did and all that stuff. I mean, that's exactly what I wanted to do. So now you get to share that with people, and you get a 25% discount on everything that you purchase, including Shakeology. So that makes it pretty amazing. And of course, we've got rewards. You don't just work for free. You get a 25% commission on anything that is purchased through your website. Bonuses based on the growth of your team. Trips. I mean, I have been to so many places. When I'm thinking about it, I'm like, because we've been on some cruises with Beachbody, so we've been to a lot of different places just because of this business, these crazy trips that they've paid for. Recognition, which is so fun for me because I thrive kind of on recognition. I really enjoy it. And when I had a job, I was always told what I did wrong, but never what I did right, you know? And then learning and personal development. We're really focused on just growing ourselves, becoming the best versions of ourselves that we can be, not just for this business, but for life, for our relationships and for everything else that we do. So here's a little example of that 25% commission I was talking about. So let's say one week you sell a P90X to your friend. They're excited. They want to, max out on X. They're excited. $119.85 is what they'll pay, and you get $29.96. And then let's say another friend's like, hey, I'm going to try that Shakeology stuff. I don't eat breakfast. I need to eat breakfast. You're like, I got the thing for you. That's $129.95. So 25% commission of that is $32.49. So just with those two things, you will earn $62.45. So you can see how it kind of adds up, as you're just sharing these products with people. It really does add up. And the other way is through these team bonuses. And basically, as you grow your team, as your team grows their team, and, everybody is helping people, there's volume that is, that's basically produced by the team. And bonuses are based on the volume of the team. So never taking away from anybody on the team at all. Everybody has the same opportunity. And I think that's important to note, that it's based on the whole volume of the team, and everybody has the chance to earn from that. And of course, there's support. Beachbody offers amazing support. Mondays is our weekly national wake-up call. So we were just talking about yesterday's was so good because you get to hear from coaches that maybe aren't in your team, and so you get to hear how they do things and get some tips from them, which is really awesome. And then, I have paired up with another top leader and six-figure earner in the business, and she's my success partner. So we're always working to bring the best to our teams, the best training, the best ideas, the best systems to our team. So that you're going to have that. My team has a ton of leaders on it that are just amazing. So you're never going to be without support. But we have monthly new coach training, weekly team training meetings. Ours are on Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So super simple to just tune in, listen to that. A full training website. We're always updating with scripts and ideas and information. Rank advancement training to help you move your business forward. Leadership training as you grow your business. As you rank advance to different leadership ranks will help you with that too. Team challenges to plug your customers into. Like next week, we're actually having a free booty challenge because everybody wants a good booty, right? And then recognition and accountability. We like to yell out when you do something cool. And then an exclusive Facebook group, which I think that's where the magic really happens, because it's it's a place where you can brainstorm and get help and ideas and run things by your team. So you have a couple of options. I think you're here because you are ready to, to take some control of your life and stop leaving it in other people's hands. I think that, that's why you're here. So I'm going to talk about the options for being a coach tonight. So there's a couple of different ways that you can join as a coach. The first is that you can, one of the best ways is with a challenge pack, and you can get this program specific or another way, which I'll talk about in the next slide. So let me go through this and then I'll talk about the best way, I think. A challenge pack has a fitness program. It has your first shipment of Shakeology or the performance line. It has 30 days free trial to the club, which is Beachbody On Demand. And your sign-up fee is waived. So with that, you're going to save at least $50 to $80 with the pack, plus you're going to save that $40 enrollment fee. So you're going to save at least $90. To me, it just makes sense to get something like this because you get started on your journey, you're getting the tools, you're going to start sharing. This is the way to do it, for sure. If you already have a program, or maybe you already have Beachbody On Demand, then Shakeology, is a great way to get started. But you do have to pay your coach enrollment fee. So sometimes it's actually cheaper to get a challenge pack. So to me, that would make sense as well. But, of course, if you already have everything, I don't want to make you get extra. So Shakeology is fine. And of course, if you're already on Shakeology, maybe you just want to try a new fitness program and get that. But again, coach enrollment fee, you'll have to pay. My suggestion, though, is this. So our Beachbody On Demand All Access Challenge Pack, you can get it now, actually, either Shakeology or the Performance line. So either way is totally fine. But you're going to save over $115 instead of getting each item separately. But what is so great about this is that, so your sign-up fee is waived. You're going to get 30 days of Shakeology or the Performance line. You're going to get our portion control meal plan with containers so that your meal is no longer guesswork. You just know if it fits in the containers, you eat it. Really revolutionized everything for me. And you get a year of unlimited streaming access to all of our workouts, every single one, including the new ones. So all those new ones I was talking about today, the family workout, the clean week workout, the Sagi Our Beast workout, the 80-day obsession coming in January, plus the shift shop, which I showed you amazing results in. All of those show up in your streaming library at no additional cost for your year of membership. So you have all of our workouts at your fingertips. The reason I think this is so great is because as a coach, you get to try out the different workouts, and then you can better help your customers because you can go through and try them out and see what your customers might need or like. And then you have this amazing, library of workouts to choose from for yourself as well. Another great thing is that as you progress in your fitness journey, you'll have a new challenge every time because you've got every single one of our workouts. This is the way to do it. If these existed when I was signing up, this is exactly what I would get. And this month, it is still on sale for just $160 for everything. So Shakeology alone is usually $129.99. So this is like this huge savings. So I would do this if it were me because this just makes total sense. After your first 30 days, you'll have a monthly business fee, which is $15.95. And to me, this is so little because let me give you the best part. Beachbody covers inventory. So a lot of people get concerned that they're going to have to buy a bunch of product and store it in their garage and try to outload it to people. We do not do that. We only buy what we are personally going to use. So you never have to go thousands of dollars into this. You're only paying for what you use. So first of all, I would pay $15.95 a month if it only covered inventory for Beachbody covering that. But it has our websites and online stores and updating of that and customer service, all that good stuff as well. So very little, minimal coaching fee every month. So what's possible with Beachbody? This is the 2016 basically overall numbers. So I always like to say those people that are basically with just a couple dollars here and there, they don't work the business, and the people that do really well, they really work the business. But what I really like to point out is that there, at each rank, there is somebody that's crushing it and there's somebody that's doing nothing. That always happens in every job, doesn't it? But what's so cool is that the ability here to make amazing money is there. It just depends on what you put into it. So I always have to say that, as with anything that you do, we can't guarantee your level of success because it depends on how much you put into it, your ability to grow and learn, and your willingness to be coachable and to grow and change as you do this business. So obviously I like to point out that the high earnings are $3.5 million a year. These are yearly, so holy cow. So obviously people are really crushing it. And I'll show you mine just so you can see. And again, there's my before picture. That's how I started this business. So definitely not in a perfect fit peak position, but my journey has been being able to share this with people. So, my first full year, I didn't have any training. Things have changed so much. We have so much amazing training. So I had to figure this out on my own. And now that I've done that, I'm able to share that with people and share that with coaches and be able to mentor them because now I have it figured out. Now I pass it on, and then they pass it on, and so forth. So obviously things can change really quickly. I remember when I got to 6 figures, that was my third full year in the business, and it blew my mind because I didn't ever see myself making 6 figures a year. I didn't think that was possible for me until I started this business. That's when I realized that anything is possible, that I could do anything I put my mind to, and that this was seriously something that could take me to do whatever it is that I wanted to do. And I always like to say I was just like all of you, I was just like you, working and thinking that was my life, and, not really enjoying the day to day, living for 5 o'clock and living for the weekend. And now I look back and I realize that's no way to live life. That's no way, we weren't meant to just toil away at these mediocre things. We were meant to do such amazing, great things. And I feel like I've been able to start doing that because of this business. So when we're done here, the person who invited you is going to follow up with you and ask what you liked most about the presentation, what got you excited, see if it seems like a good fit for you, and if you're ready to kind of talk about the stages to becoming a coach. So in the meantime, you can kind of think about what can becoming a coach do for you, who can you help? You might have some people in your brain already, and what your goals and dreams are, because like I just showed you, the sky is the limit, right? You can do anything that you set your mind to. So really think about that, and you don't have to wait for the person who invited you to contact you. You can, go in right now and tell them you're ready and excited. So you have to ask yourself, what do you want out of life, and is what you're doing now going to get you there? I know looking back that even if my job had not, gone away for crazy reasons, even if that hadn't happened, I would never be where I am today. I would never have this kind of freedom, even if I had still had that job. You only get something different by doing something different. This was the different that I needed. I was a little stubborn. It took me a couple of signs before I got there, but it is exactly what I needed, and I believe everything happens for a reason, and I believe that you're here for a reason to listen to this. So with that, I'm going to turn this back over so I can see you guys and you can see me, and see if there's any questions that you guys have about anything I covered tonight, or anything about the business that maybe you feel like I didn't cover, and I'm happy to do that for you. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm here. Your favorite speech by performance, Megan? Yes, I know, it's so good. It's so good. What's funny is I didn't realize how much I needed it until I used it, right? I didn't realize that it was something I really truly needed, and I'm like, how did I deal with being sore? Because it's helped so much to avoid that. Let's see. Oh, Tina, you made it back on? I hope so. It's awesome if you did. Yay. And if not, so I don't know, if Tina's on or not, you can pass it on to her that the recording will be here. So if you can watch it back at any time, it'll be here for you guys, so you don't have to worry too much about that. And there's such a delay, so I'm going to kind of just wait for a second, make sure that I don't miss any questions from you guys. Really, if you have any questions at all, I'm happy to answer those, and then I'll tell you about our drawing tonight, which I'm excited to do too. So thank you guys for being on. It's so exciting. So if you guys have any questions, I'm here. I'm happy to answer those for you. Otherwise, I don't want to keep you, but I know there is a delay, so I do kind of wait just for a sec to make sure I don't miss anything. And again, if you missed any of this, the recording is here for you, so you can be watched. Yeah, totally fine, Tina. No big deal. It's here. You can go back, watch the first 10 minutes. You are good. Totally fine. And then, if you do think you don't have any questions, okay, cool, Tina. If you do think of any questions, you can, this group is going to be open all week, and I'll leave this recording here for you, so you don't have to worry about that. You can go back and watch it. If you, happen to, think like, okay, I want my spouse to watch this, because for me, it was hard for me to explain to somebody I love that I wanted to do this and what it actually was. So you might bring them in and be like, let's watch this together, because I want to do this, and I need you to kind of understand what it is, and then let me do that hard work for you. Let me do that hard talking. because sometimes I think it's harder for us to explain. So let me do that hard work for you. So if you do think of any questions, you're free to, I'm just going to check on my phone real quick, make sure I didn't miss any. If you do think of any questions, you can post here in the group or on the video, because I'll be here, I'll watch over it, make sure I don't miss you guys, and this will be open all week for you. So you can go back and watch. So even if you have a friend that you want to have watching it, maybe you can, invite them and they can watch it later too. So don't hesitate to do that as well. We'll be happy to answer questions at any time for you. All right. So what I'm going to do is actually, yeah, Tina, have your spouse watch with you, definitely. Cool. So I actually have a Turbo Jam workout to give away tonight. So if you were on and you'd like to win that, all I ask is that you comment below with the thing that you're most excited about with coaching, like what really got you excited tonight. And everybody that comments before midnight Pacific time tonight will be entered into our drawing to win the Turbo Jam workout. So I'll announce that tomorrow. So you guys can take a little bit of time, think on it, and comment there for me, so we can give away that workout. See, I'm just going to check one last time for questions. All right, so I will post that information too in the description. So if you missed it, or if you're unsure, or if you jumped off first, I'll go ahead and do that. But otherwise, thank you so much for being on tonight. I appreciate it so much, and I'm so excited I got to share my story, my journey with you. I hope that we got to kind of show you that this is something that's so amazing and so possible. If somebody like me who was so bad at sales she had to fold shirts in the back of a store, and somebody who was so unfit can work this and become healthy, become fit, become a business owner. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And the best part is that I'll be with you, and your sponsor will be with you. The whole team is going to be with you every step of the way. So thank you so much for being on. It means so much to me that you spent this time together with us tonight. And if you do think of any questions, again, we'll be here all week to have this group open for you, so you can ask questions anytime you need. And I hope that I get the chance to work with you and welcome you to our team very soon. So thank you again. Have a great rest of your night, and I can't wait to have you on our team.